Today News Update.
This is your Barbados Today Evening News Update for Thursday, July 21st. Thanks for joining us. Barbados has lost as many as 70 nurses to overseas recruiters. So says a General Secretary of the Unity Workers Union, Caswell Franklin, who warned of the possibility that more could follow suit. The union leader, who led a strike of over 150 nurses between last December and February this year, tells Barbados Today many of the healthcare workers have taken up employment overseas as they were adamant they would not return to work here under existing conditions.
I think about 70 nurses left the country because they were insistent they are not going to work under those conditions. And we have very well-trained nurses in Barbados that are in demand overseas. I can't tell you where I get my information from, but I can assure you they can't deny it because a lot of nurses have left Barbados. I think it's almost 70.
Lawmen are investigating the unnatural death of a 21-year-old Keishon Anderson Barrett of Allenview, St. Thomas. His body was found hanging from a tree in a gully at the rear of a residence. Police said the unnatural death was reported around 3:15 this afternoon. Persons from the area who spoke to Barbados Today say they are saddened by his death.
The boy, he's a good boy. He didn't violent. He don't curse, so he's a good fella. And he's a bright boy too. I sad. And then because I get anything, he do anything for me. I was sending for anything. My little daughter, when I go to work, he should collect my little daughter for me and bring she home. You know what I mean?
In other news, this Thursday, Barbados recorded 400 more COVID-19 cases, comprising 140 males and 260 females. The positive results were from the 1,016 tests conducted by the Best dos Santos Public Health Laboratory on Wednesday. The cases comprised 69 persons under the age of 18 and 331 who were 18 years and older. There were 53 people in isolation facilities, while 1,957 were in home isolation. As of July 20th, there were 480 COVID-19 related deaths. And since February 2020, the country has recorded 88,965 COVID-19 cases. Wanted man Showayne Deshawn Williams, also known as Teppy, was captured at a house in Bush Hall Yard Gap, St. Michael this morning. The 27-year-old, who was the subject of a wanted person bulletin on July 12th, was arrested when officers of the Major Crime Unit, Anti-Gun Unit, and the Criminal Investigations Unit North executed a warrant at the residence. Williams was wanted in connection with police investigations into several serious criminal matters.
Regional and international news coming up after this short break.
Pure oxygen is way more than just water. We infuse pristine water with over 1 billion tiny oxygen bubbles using our state-of-the-art process. The benefits of additional oxygen are huge, from strengthening your immune system to increasing energy levels, stamina, and sports performance. And that's not all. It also improves skin health, helps you sleep better, and reduces stress. Join the movement of people experiencing the benefits of Pure Oxygen. It's not hype, it's science.
To news from the region now, the Bahamas Union of Teachers gives government a 7-day deadline to sign off on an agreement for salary increases for over 3,000 teachers. Union President Belinda Wilson, who spoke to the media on the issue, says the pay hike was long overdue.
We have been at the bargaining table from the 25th of May 2019. And as recently as this morning, I would have communicated with the lead negotiator for the government, giving them 7 days for us to sign off on a full agreement. I believe that we have exhausted the time. We have exchanged counter proposals 8 times. We have been in hundreds of hours of meetings, and we are now ready to sign off on a full proposal so that teachers can receive the much needed salary increases and benefits that they are so worthy of.
And finally, the Vice President of Brazil, Antonio Hamilton Martins Mourão, as well as representatives from Albania, Ireland, Kenya, Mexico, Norway, United Kingdom, and the United Arab Emirates, have expressed concern about what they describe as the rapid deterioration of the human rights situation in Haiti, particularly reports of sexual and gender-based violence, including rape and sexual slavery.
We have heard how the rapid deterioration of the human rights situation in Haiti, particularly in gang-controlled neighborhoods of the metropolitan area of Port-au-Prince, has been linked to an alarming growth of reports of sexual and gender-based violence, including rape and sexual slavery. These abhorrent crimes, which affect mostly women and girls of all ages, but also men and boys, are reported to be intentionally used to cause fear and forced displacement. We support the calls for urgent, comprehensive action by the international community to help the Haitian authorities in their efforts to strengthen legislation as well as police and legal response mechanisms. To that end, training to enhance response to sexual and gender-based violence and increasing women's participation, including leadership positions in the armed forces and the national police, are very important.
That's news. But for the very latest, visit us at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and to sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Ice Media and bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. And you can also hear us on Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.